Welcome, landlords and agents. Today's private rented sector is changing. Older people are the fastest growing tenant group in the sector. The number of tenants with accessibility needs is increasing. As a landlord or agent, these two groups will form a larger part of your tenant base in years to come, so it's important to know how to meet their needs. This video will show you how to do that by giving you essential information on letting to older and disabled tenants. Across the UK, the proportion of older people living in the PRS is expected to rise from 500,000 to 2.2 million by 2040. Wales is set to see one of the largest increases, with a rise from 4 to 18% in the proportion of older people who are privately renting. Almost a quarter of all over 65s could be living in privately rented accommodation by 2040. Knowing how to support older and disabled tenants is the right thing to do from a moral perspective, but it also makes great business sense. Older tenants often provide stable rental income and take good care of properties. They are more likely to rent for longer periods. Disabled tenants have a strong incentive to remain in a rental property that is adapted to their needs due to the potential difficulty of finding a suitable home. Older people are much more vulnerable to the effects of living in colder homes, which can worsen respiratory and circulatory conditions. 75% of excess winter deaths are in those aged 75 or older. They are also more likely to need adaptations to support independent living. The 2010 Equality Act requires landlords and agents to make reasonable adjustments so disabled people aren't put at a disadvantage. Whether they're existing tenants who develop impairments or new tenants with accessibility needs. What's reasonable depends on the tenant's specific needs and the practicality of the work. While you're not required to change the physical fabric of your property, you must provide auxiliary aids. You cannot require a tenant to meet these costs. Examples of auxiliary aids include changes to fittings such as door handles, light switches, plug sockets, taps, or entry systems. It's worth noting that most adaptations are small and minimally disruptive and can be made to blend in with the decor of the property. Support is available to private sector landlords and agents in meeting the cost of adaptations. Your local authority provides disabled facilities grants from £1,000 to £36,000 with separate schemes for minor adjustments. Charitable funds may also be available, especially for tenants with long-term leases. Care and Repair Cymru can help older private tenants. Their caseworkers assist with finding and applying for grants and checking entitlements. Maintaining an open dialogue with your tenant is essential to identifying their needs and any potential problems. Doing so will provide the best chance of achieving a secure and successful tenancy. When my long-term tenant of 7 years developed mobility issues, I was initially unsure about my responsibilities. With guidance from Care and Repair, we secured a disabled facilities grant to adapt the bathroom. The process was straightforward, the improvements increased my property value, and my tenant was able to stay on for 4 more years, providing stable rental income with no void periods. It was a win-win situation. For more information, download our comprehensive guide to discover how to apply for a DFG, how to get advice about what is considered reasonable.